Hello.
Hi, and welcome. We've got mail today.
We do.
So,
We have Tim
and Karen,
and the cat.
you can hear cat from the background. We're in Chicago babysitting our grandkids this week. So we have a nice plain wall. We don't have any plain walls at our house because we have stuff all over. You know, they have something on them to do with crafting, most likely because we do live in a craft house. So we're so glad you guys are here. If you saw, the kids have just been fun. So the 5-year-old has been taking pictures. So I put one on to advertise this, but Tim took a picture of him taking a picture of me for some meeting things, and he's taking pictures of cards. So we're getting the kids involved. The 10-year-old Kale did a PowerPoint. I have no idea what you do with a PowerPoint, but it was really fun to see what he came up with. So we're having a good time. And today we're going to do some crafting when they come home. So we'll show a little of that. So how fun is that? So since we're traveling and it's a new month, look at my beautiful, beautiful host code. This is going to be a hard one to come up with sentences for. JNJY 9SZG. But know that you can always find those by going to KarenTitus.com.
So Julie never just yawned. 95.
9S. That's an S.
S. Okay. Seriously, I don't know.
Okay. So we'll work on those.
I enjoy doing those.
So since we were barely home and then came here, I didn't have time to work on something that I make over and over again here. So I came up with something else that's going to be fun. You're going to want to stay and see what this month's challenge is. That can be fun. And did you know, just a reminder, if you're on my mailing list, you get a new card tutorial every week. So just want to make sure you get on that at KarenTitus.com. And in 2 weeks, it's our next All Good Cards Club. And it's all going to be about watercolor pencils.
Which state are we going to be?
We're going to be in Minnesota. We're going to be back home for a while. Is that fun? We're looking forward to it. We're ready to be home for a while.
Yes, we are.
But if you have watercolor pencils and don't use them a lot, like that would be me, or maybe you never have them, but you would be up for trying them. This will be really fun. So once you join, then we'll put in the page what else you might want to go with that class, or I'll put it on a separate thing somewhere.
Karen's fascination with pencils rubs off because Alana bought.
Oh yeah,
she bought pencils.
She bought these pencils. We have a tradition when we come to Chicago. We take the kids to our favorite store, Half Price Books. And is the only time they've ever been there is with us. So I just think it's fun to have these associations, and it's been our favorite thing forever. And they can buy something up to $10. So the two boys found exactly what they wanted right away, and they each spent their $10.
And our youngest grandson already wrecked his.
Yeah, that's okay.
Broke it in half.
But our granddaughter is into maximizing the value. So she found 3 things. She found about 8 things, and then she's adding them in her mind, all these different ways to see what she could get to 10 with without going over, and then what she went back. And it's just kind of fun to watch them make these decisions. Our older son loves board games, and he bought a used set of Life. We've never played, so we were playing that last night. So anyway, it's just a fun tradition because we love things to do with reading and crafting and game playing. So it's all that kind of stuff. So it's so good to have you guys on here. Pat says watercolor pencils are her favorite way to color. I love hearing that because I would just say I totally underuse mine. Oh, thought I'd just show you. These would be like 3 different kinds of things that we'll be doing. So those are just 3 of the 12 different ways.
Karen really
just
holds them in front of the camera
because it's just a teaser. The thing I like about these classes, some of the classes I do are like a dozen ways to do something. And they're kind of, you get the PDFs, you get the videos forever too, but you get the PDFs. And then when you bring out your pencils, if you want a reminder, oh yeah, these are other things I can do with them. So as long as we're on here, let me just say, if you do take the class, you're going to want blender pens, either the water painters or just a paintbrush and some watercolor paper and maybe the shimmery white. So I just want you to know that ahead of time because you have plenty of time to order the pencils, anything you need, and they don't need to be Stampin' Up! Pencils. We're all about using what you have, use whatever stamp sets you have, and then we all share together in a group. It's like a mini retreat on March 18th and 19th. So we meet once on Friday night and twice on Saturday. So anyway, I'm just thrilled about that.
And it'll go much better than the last class.
Our last class was a disaster. This one will be from home, and it should be just fine. I'm not going anywhere. Okay. The winner of our stamp set from last week The weekly stamp set giveaways are what we do on Thursdays. We have a separate giveaway just to announce over in the Back Porch Stampers, because I put up a challenge each week tied into what we're doing on Thursday. And then we also have a winner over there and they get an accessory. So just know we have 2 drawings each week. This is going to our Dean Gilbert.
What's it called? Borders Abound?
Borders Abound. And it had love on here. Because remember, it's the whole theme in February.
Valentine's.
We were doing love. Okay. And for this week, it's going to be this 4-season floral, which is just a lovely, if you have the stamp set, I also just want to point out, this would be a great little stamp set to give someone as a gift, like a new crafter, black ink and little note cards. That'd make a great gift right there. And then they could color in with watercolor pencils, sign them up for the class. But I love this little set. Now we're kind of moving into some florals because we're really ready for spring.
And 4 seasons, winter in Minnesota really has some really pretty flowers.
Yeah. Yes. But we are ready for the spring flowers. So that is then, yes, it'd be great for all kinds of coloring. So anyway, I thought it just totally fit into our next class. So, and that was not planned. So we are going to settle in doing this. And then I'm going to show you our, the new card challenge is going to be doing a tic-tac-toe game. So I'll explain that later.
I thought I just saw that sitting there. I thought it was one of the kids' games.
Yes.
No, it's Grandma's.
They would
It's
enjoy
Grandma's
that.
game.
Okay, so we are going to start.
Should we have it on our face or should we do it?
Oh, sure. We had to scrounge, we're a different place. So
We're
we'll show you here.
We're
This,
a glass tabletop.
see, this is their table. You could see, but it was a little distracting to show cards on here. So at the last minute, we barely made it on. So we thought, and we found some poster board paper from the kids. So, this is from Stampin' Up! To me. So let me see what this was. Oh, is that pretty? Look at that with those dies. Oh, that's a fun collage look. That's hitting my 1.3 million. So every time you cross another 100,000, they send you a fun.
Shelley.
And it's from Shelley. Well, how fun. I've known Shelley now for many years because how long have I been doing this? Since 96? Like 25 years or more, something like that.
You've known Shelley the whole time.
So very cool. Yeah, put it back in. Okay, and we have from Vesta Stream. Oh, we've got some Valentines here. How fun. Oh, I loved these doilies. Does anyone remember these doilies? And I've given a lot of them out for little things. And I love how she just did the triangle there with the red. What a simple card, monochromatic with the red. That is beautiful. Brenda says, brave parents to have a glass tabletop with the little people. You're right. And our daughter would say, it's hard to take care of because it shows everything, but it came with the house. She moved recently and she said, at some point it will go. So at least that means I think she's not so worried about it. but I'm dropping things. Okay, Janet Frederick from Louisiana and a member of my team. Oh, is this adorable? Look at that little mouse. Just a quick note to say, is that cute?
That is
Oh my
adorable.
goodness. Be you, it's all good, stay awesome. Oh, that is fabulous. This is so cool. These are all words from the stamp set that we had some input on. They make it happen. That's cool. Be you, it's all good, stay awesome. That is a fun card.
That is.
Love that. We have Margaret Springer. Oh, Carolyn already came up with a word here for the, where did my lovely, okay, I got to read this just because she did this. Let's see. Not just jewels. We got to switch on just not jewels. 9 snazzy, zany gems. Okay, she's on a roll there. We're gonna work that out. That sounds good. Margaret Springer, and we have a slimline card. Oh, cute. Look at that. The paper and that is adorable. And the little guy in there. Oh, that is so fun. And look what she did on the inside. What a fun card. Oh, I just love looking at mail. And you guys know you can do screenshots if you want to see anything. And this one is a napkin card from Lil Ledak, is it? From Nevada? So this, Tim, this has got to be for you. But look how cool this. So she put in a napkin so we'd see what it's made from. And she turned the napkin into a card like this. Oh, it's got the red pickup here. See those
Ooh.
pickup things with
I love it.
the hearts? How cool is that?
Oh, it's very cool.
Susan says she's watching us instead of doing her housework. The thing
You
is,
can
housework will
always
always
do
wait.
Yes.
I love it.
From Lil and Jack.
Hey, Teresa Courtney from Iowa. Oh,
Oh,
I
these
said
are-
they're from
oh,
Iowa. Yeah,
I see.
That's
You
what they're made
them
from.
Napkins.
Yes, is that cool? Teresa
Wow.
Courtney from Iowa. Ooh, and I love this card, and I love how simple this is. Here's your paper highlighted. We've got embossing folder in the back and your words, and that is it. And what a lovely, lovely card that is. And it's just a nice little thank you. Jean said she thinks she still has some of those hearts. Yeah, I wonder how many of you do. I wonder if I have any left, because I often send them out for little gift things. Linda Van Doren from Oregon. Oh, is this pretty? So, okay, I gotta look at this here. And this is, trying to see if this, oh yeah, it's folded. These,
Yep.
Cute little folds. Is that sweet? Oh, I love those.
That's very
Oh, I have
cool.
to make those. That is sweet. This would be like tea bag folding. I haven't done that in a long time. That's really lovely. Thank you, Linda. How fun is that? Tanya says she should be working too. Jennifer put housework on hold too. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys, I think you guys do a lot more housework than I do, because I'm not very often putting it on hold. Is that a terrible comment? I don't clean house very often. Or is it because you do it, Tim?
I think it's.
Oh, maybe it's because I have a housekeeper. That
yes,
would be
I think
Tim.
it is.
I vacuum. He does pretty much everything else.
And I even do it here. I washed all the dishes
Yeah.
today, and
And he makes the meals. I keep the kids entertained. I keep them busy, and they can go help him if they want, but it's
They
a good
don't.
way to do it. But no,
they
but they're
don't.
good at cleaning up, and they pack
No,
their own
they-
lunches, and they make
You
their
wouldn't believe
own
how
breakfast.
messy this table is when
Oh.
they're done eating breakfast.
Oh, okay. But they make their own breakfast.
Yeah.
And do them.
And okay.
Yeah. Well, there's Tim's story, and then there's the real story. So we'll
No,
just see.
no.
But you were just commenting on how independent the kids all were.
No, there's Karen's story, and then there's the truth.
Okay. Sandra Scott from Tennessee. Oh, and I'm showing the backside.
Yes, you are.
Oh, how fun. And we've got the sponging or the blending brushes in the back. Do that with either. And the pretty flower. Love it. And
Yes.
another thank you. Love it.
Sandra Scott's very creative because she used a card that's got a date on it.
Oh, but how awesome is that? Recycling.
Yeah.
That is perfect. I love it. Anything we can do for recycling is perfect. Sally Anderson from Kansas City. And I happen to know it's Sally's birthday yesterday.
Yeah.
And here is her fun Valentine's Day. How cool is this? So here we have the heart cut out. And then the paper on the inside, she put the words right over it. That is very cool.
Very cool.
Love that. Great idea. And Tony says, grandbaby's napping. Grandma gets to watch Karen and Tim. That's so great. I'm going to put up a post. Our 10-year-old, oh, this is lovely. Our 10-year-old Kale, he's the same age. He's just 2 months apart from our grandson, Hank, that a lot of you know, and you don't know Kale so much because they're here. But he wanted to make a PowerPoint for me. He's really into doing things on the computer. So he made one. I don't know what to do with the PowerPoint. But I'm going to put up the title because he just made this really cute front page about to the greatest YouTube grandma ever, or something like that. I thought that was just so cute. So I just love what they do. And he's all ready to make me another one today. So we'll see what comes up. This is the free stamp, the Calming Camellia. That was from Celebration with the $300 order. How pretty is that? And do you see how she's just made this border by that same stamp overlapping? And it kind of looks like paper. That is very cool, Ellie Spencer. How cool is that? Jan Drake, who lives close to here and keeps asking when we get together. And I said that our next trip, when it'll be spring and we can be outside. We are really ready for spring and it's looking promising. Oh, look what she did. This is really cool. How fun is that? These were the hearts that we did a couple weeks ago on one of the Thursdays that people show. And then she put a heart over that for Valentine's Day. That's really cool. So just layering onto that. Rhonda, thank you for sharing.
So what did we make that for? Is that a class?
On a Thursday, we made them out of all kinds of paper. Remember that? In
Yeah.
different sizes.
Yeah.
And that's really cool. And then, in the Backporch Stampers, people share what they make on that idea. That's what our weekly challenge is. And I just love So I wouldn't have thought of like layering on top. So it's always fun to see what people come up with. I love it when you get not just my ideas, but a whole bunch of others. And let's see, this is from Karen Birch from Michigan. Oh, adorable. I love the ladybug punches. And how cute is this? Look at the glittery ladybugs. And that's right in the paper. Isn't that cool? Oh, that is really sweet. That is very fun. And Flo Gormley from New Jersey. Oh, this is so fun to have all these Valentine cards and stuff now. So lucky to have a friend like you. Look how fun this is. This is with the postage stamp punch. And what an easy way to do a design layout. See, she's got the 1, 2, 3, and then she has her accent there. Really a fun idea. Awesome. Thank you, Flo. That's fabulous.
So this is paint, or is this? Oh, this is paper.
This is paper, and then this is other paper. But inside, and notice her ribbon. It's that way, and then you don't have a knot or extra postage.
Very cool.
Betty Clark from Oregon. Oh, and I love this too. Look at how this is just see, and this could go either way. Wouldn't matter how this goes. But since she wrote this way, we'll put it this way. But how fun is that? Because here your paper is just cut apart. Yep. Like this would be one rectangle, but cut apart, and then you put your words in the middle. Mm-hmm. Another really easy, lovely design layout. Helen says, the first time you actually caught us live. That's great. I know, and today we're showing, on Monday nights, we share card swaps that I get from other demonstrators. Today, this is from you guys. These are all from followers. So, and a few of you might be demonstrators, but most aren't. And I think it's just really fun because we love we just love seeing what all you guys make. I think it's just so fun. What?
This is actually a square pulled apart.
Oh, this one. Okay. Yeah, and then you make it a rectangle. Yeah. Ooh, Tim's off working his math. Measured. Okay.
I had a hunch.
Okay, I'm going to do a little side story. Do you guys know what Wordle is? Because Tim was just cracking up at me. Because if you're on the Wordle craze, I've been doing Wordle for quite a while, and I had a perfect score until we came here because my 8-year-old granddaughter wanted to know how to do it, so I was letting her do it. And Gina says, how could you do that? You should use my phone. I said, I don't really care, but I think it's just so fun. So each morning, okay, we're doing Wordle again, and she just loves picking 5-letter words out of anything. But it's so fun getting them involved.
Today was worse. They didn't get it at all.
No, she got 3 letters right. I thought that was pretty good. I think she did well.
In 5 turns, 3 letters.
Tim, could you do that? Okay, I'm going to make Tim show what he could do. I don't think Tim would do it. Oh, okay, who does Wordle here? This is pretty hilarious. I want to know who does Wordle. What I get such a kick out of is all the people that share their scores, their little thing on why would you do that? I don't get it. But anyway, it's entertaining. But I do it. I do think, and I have introduced my granddaughter to it, and I don't care at all whether we get it. It's just the fun. Oh, look, you guys. Oh, I got to set this aside. This is what I'm going to have the grandkids do today. I brought stuff for them to make. So Penny Baker, thank you. I'm going to have the kids make these when they come home from school today. And I said we could take a little video of them doing this. So this is going to be really fun. Show them I just got one in the mail. How cool is that? Oh, explosion cards. I love it. And set that one aside. Then we have Mary Fogarty from Florida. Oh, Tim, this one is for you, and it is your name on it. Rooster cards go to Tim.
Look at that. Oh, that is beautiful.
And I just want to say,
I love bold.
That's really cool. Now, I just want to point out her background. Look at this. This is torn paper.
Yes.
Isn't that fun?
She lost her scissors, so she just tore it.
But look what a fun, and that would be it's a great look. It would also be a really fun thing to do with kids. I was just thinking about that, or with anyone. So there's an idea. You'll see more of that. I just absolutely love it.
Bright and bold.
Sherry was multitasking. She's actually playing Wordle while watching this. Okay, now did you get it? I just want to know that. Oh, Susan said that you share your score because then gets other people involved. Okay, maybe that's why. But I thought I go through. I just think it's just kind of funny. Yes, it's taco hot dog. And that's what I'm going to teach my grandkids today. But what I think is funny is they might not even need the story because, kids get origami. It's just us adults who need the story. Yeah, I think you should try Wordle. I think it's really fun. And they keep you wanting more by only giving you once a day. So you just get your once a day try. Oh, Tim, look at how cute this is. This is Andrea Wellman. Look how, Now, this is really fun. I'm going to point out a couple of things. You notice how she created the background by using the same stamp, but just tone on tone. So
very cool.
that's her background. And then this is just a punch. So this is fussy cut. This is just a punch layered twice. So what a cute card.
I love it.
Love the stamp
Driving
set.
by just to say hi.
Linda said she's a Wordle weirdo too. I say that a few times. So that's funny. I hadn't heard that, but that makes sense. Karen, you've never played it? Oh, you should give it a try. We'll have to see how many people we can get to try it. Sandy Stuckstore from Nebraska. Ooh, pretty. Happy Valentine's. And a fold out and a note. Lovely thank you card. How fun is that? Oh, she says work gets in the way is what her note is saying for watching my videos live. I certainly get that, but boy, we appreciate you show up later. Oh my goodness. How fun. I love that.
Yep. That's pretty.
Fold. Great card. And let's see. Oh, we're still talking about Wordle. I think that is so hilarious. We'll just have to.
Can I just say that the reason we're showing Valentine cards so late is Karen's very emotional about Valentine's because we got engaged 2 days before Valentine's. So she's really.
And if you guys think I'm the emotional one,
she's kind of weepy around.
You know that would be Tim. You know that would be Tim. Okay. From Lynn Peck. How cool is that? From Arizona. Oh, and we were with Lynn. That is so fun. We met. She's on my team and we met up. And what a cute, cute card. I've shown a couple of these using, I always forget the names of these. You know, if I went ahead and planned this ahead, I could look them up, but I don't. But I think what's really interesting is look at this one. Usually I've seen them kind of layered. She has the smaller one going sideways, like he's kind of popping out of the water. And I thought, what a fun, interesting idea. And this is using both the celebration paper and the stamp set. Oh, lovely card, Lynn. And it was so fun to see. It was the second time we connected with her, which is really fun. Lee Schleifer, who we did meet last year, it had to be 2 years ago. I don't even remember. When did we, I think it was last year, and it wasn't warm enough. I think it was warm enough. It wasn't any too warm coming home from Florida driving because we have this thing, we meet people outside, you know, and it was last year. So how fun. So, you know, whenever we travel, one of the fun things that are fun too, because we reminisce about the people we see and have seen when we travel and about people we're going to see, because it's just kind of a fun part of our traveling. But I love how she's done this card. Oh, the inside message on the cover may appear smaller than actual gratitude. Oh yeah, and she's even saying it. Can't believe it's been a year since we met. So that is so fun. I just love having her in our community and just enjoying. And I hope to meet many more of you. But I love this layout. You see those 2 stitched rectangles, and we've got the 4 strips of paper there. I said, how cool is that?
Was that the one that was kind of a rustic coffee shop in the edge of town in Nashville?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was really a fun coffee shop we met there. And then we met a couple other people there too. So it was very fun. Names, you guys, names go. I can picture you and I can say if you're on here, I would know your name. There's someone on here and I cannot, I'm getting terrible.
Me,
but just know I remember you.
Names and faces go.
I know. Debbie Alderson. Oh, wonderful. New team member. And this is a thank you for the things I sent her. Oh, how fun is that?
And Karen, you are amazing.
Oh, but how fun. I love how she did the inside. Yep. And see how we've got the embossing thing here and just her accents. Oh, she cut out several different accents out of that paper. So it just coordinates. Seriously? How cool is that?
That's fussy cut. That's good.
Yeah, that is good. Dioramic, something like that. Sharon, that last dioramas, right? Is that right? I'm not thinking. Oh, Juanita, yes. If you were coming to Minnesota, yes, we would love to connect with you. Oh, Juanita, that would be so fun. Ginger Favret from New York. Ooh, I like this. Okay. This is. And she's thanking me too. You guys, I love sending things out. My goodness, I don't expect to get thank yous, but isn't it fun to get them? This is really interesting paper. It looks like something we could watercolor. But look, she's got her paper and then her die cuts, and it's just simple and lovely. That is really a lovely card. Love it with the hummingbird and the bees. And then we have Darla Nicholson from Pennsylvania. Oh, isn't this fun that these are from all over? I just think, you guys that are, well, and that you're in your community and you send birthday cards, you do all this stuff. Isn't it fun to just feel like you have crafting friends like all over? And sometimes even from other countries you're on here. So that's just pretty cool. Oh, I remember this stamp set. I love this Noah's Ark. Like the rain can't be stopped from falling, God's love and blessings keep on pouring. And speaking of rain, our hearts really go out to all of you in Australia, all the rains. I mean, there are just some hard situations around the globe. So just know thoughts and prayers with you. Blessings brighten when we count them. Oh, what a lovely. And she even added another little quote up here. Isn't that fun? How you can just kind of keep adding your messages?
And
how fun.
She added a message to her name.
A happy face. Yes. We have Rhonda Del Baccio from Missouri, and she is on here. She was on here earlier sharing. When life is a flustercluck. I shared this and she said, flock with those who love you. Love you. I love it. She made this card in honor of the bridge card kerfluffle, because she was making this bridge card and then showing us kind of what was going on with that. Oh, that is hilarious. So that's really a story card because it totally fits into this whole conversation going on over in Backport Stampers. And if you aren't a member over there, just go over and request to join. I thought that's hilarious. I love it. It's so perfect. Yeah, these are just fun cards. Helen Gall from Wisconsin. Oh, and another pretty Valentine's Day. And here's a song that both of you will know from the Beatles. All you need is
love.
There you go. There you go. And I just want to point out, like, this is paper. This might even be a pre-done card. Look what she added. You can add a little. I love the whole idea of both using what you have, recycling, changing things up, doing whatever. And this could be paper, but otherwise, I don't recognize it. But look how you can also just add something to something you have, which is absolutely wonderful. Connie says only 4 months till Tim's birthday. Yeah. Does he have a countdown going on? You know Tim too well. What can we say? And Tony, we're so glad to have you on here. Corey Meyer from Colorado. And another fun note. Oh, okay. And I want to point out, look at this cool way she has. This is just a regular card cut at an angle. So if I were doing card like this, I'm not sure if she did, but you could start with this and then cut your next piece to go with it and then cut that to go with it. What a fun, different layout. And you've got your accent there. And that's a really fun idea.
They're asymmetrical, aren't they? Or
yeah.
They just look like.
No, yeah, it's asymmetrical because it started as a rectangle, but it's just, and it's cut off like not at a precise thing.
Yeah,
it's just cut off. Yeah. It's kind of like his granddaughter was wearing an asymmetrical shirt, one of those with the layered hem, so sticking below on one side of her sweatshirt or whatever, her jacket. So Grandpa's trying to tell her she's got her shirt, something wrong. She's got to tuck it back in. So we're teaching him, no, this isn't in look, it's asymmetrical. So so now he wanted to use that word. We're building his vocabulary. Pat Settle from Indiana. Oh, cute. This is another celebration set. And how cute to be catching hearts. Was it for catching butterflies? But is that adorable? Just change what you're catching and now you're catching hearts. Oh, what a cute idea.
Yes.
And I do love this die. There's a set of these three dies and I don't know what all this is, but I love kind of that clouds, how it makes all that happen. Oh, we're getting there, but this is so fun to have all these cards. Robin Shanks from New York. And this is fun. Now look how this opens. How cool is this? And she did the inside the same. And here the inside strip. So it just makes it a little different fold.
Nice short message.
Yes. And this is, again, just a single stamp or a single color from one of those new stamps. How cool is that? It's really a lovely look. I like that. And then just layered. Okay. Rhonda's on here and she says she's glad that she did that chicken card, and she said she made a bunch of them and left them blank so she could add whatever statement she might need that fits the time. Yeah, that is a really good idea. Another one from Helen Gall from Wisconsin. Oh, is this okay? Now you know what's really fun about this? Now, and she put her inside on a die cut. Isn't that a fun layer too? But she made this these were pieces, some of the pieces from, a card kit. So if you place an order through my online store of $50 or more in a month, I send you a card kit with 3 cards to make, and then a finished card of some sort. And these were all, they had a different thing instead of this, and it didn't have these. She took those pieces and created her own card. And I love that because, when I send you card kits, I send a PDF, but you certainly don't need to make your cards like the PDF. That's just like a starting point. And I just love that she took those pieces that I sent and created something totally different. And it's gorgeous.
Very nice.
Very, very lovely. Okay, you get a card like this and it's Happy Mail. This is Tamara Gibbons from Washington. Oh, cute is this?
We got a lot of Happy Mail.
And look, I just love that little driving by stamp set, but it is driving by. This is a real retro look. You make this world a better place, and we've got the map. So perfect for our road trip. And we often talk about our road trip because we just have the voice that talks to us in the car and tells us where to go. We're talking to the grandkids about, we used to have this only maps. And you'd pull over, you'd study the map, you'd figure out how many blocks. Oh my goodness, they have no clue how we used to get around. We're not sure we have the idea.
Then our grandson, our Kale Timothy, says, turn it off because I know the rest of the way home.
Oh, best of stream. Oh, this is from my mom. Okay, this is so cool. She's the one who sent that other one with the red and the hearts that we were talking about. How sweet is that? Because she also made one for my mom. Set this one aside.
I will.
So we got to take this one back to her. I love that. That is perfect. Donna Griffith, this is another one from Stampin' Up. She is our a staff member. And this is for earning the next trip, which is going to be the one to the Baltic Sea. And we are going to stay an extra week and go stay with relatives in Norway. So that's going to be a really fun trip. But this is really an interesting, look how she used the 4 strips of colors and then has the image stamped over here. I hadn't seen it done like that before. I do a lot of cards where you just have the 5 images in this. That's really a fun take. It's fun when you see something and then you think, oh, it reminds me of something, but look at a whole different idea. So that's pretty cool. That is very cool. Helen Gall is on here and she said she loves getting the card kits and she loves that I appreciate that she can do different things with them. Oh, I do. I am all about that. I love that we share. This is Marilyn Wayno. Oh, this is fun. This is a card layout we did in, was this in my class? I do believe. I think this was in a class recently, but we did this layout. I get confused between my Thursdays and my classes, but how cool is that? So I think that's really fun. So some of you remember that. I do think it was a class.
I think it was a dream that she had.
Anyway, I love that. I just love that layout. And how fun is that? That is so great. Okay. And this is just one of those layouts where you're showing both sides on a paper. This is one side and this is, and we were doing a lot of layouts, I think, with 6x6s. That's what this was from my class. So that was really fun. Thanks for asking how my mom is. She's been struggling lately. It's good to be gone, but she's having some health issues. No, it's good to be gone. It's good to be home. Tim's going to say that's terrible. She better not hear that.
That's a Freudian
No,
slip.
it isn't.
It's a Freudian slip.
We were just home for the weekend, but we were with her all 3 days. And it'll be good when we get back to be with her because it was just a long month. But otherwise, thanks for asking. And she's
Karen, where can we go next?
Okay. Oh, this is fun. I love these ladybugs marching up here. Teresa Courtney, another one from Teresa. I love it. Oh, how pretty. And I look how simple that is with 2 designer series paper. Just cattywampus. And then, we're getting to the end. Then we have Mary Jackson from Nebraska. For you. Oh, how fun.
Oh, she put some money in it?
Oh, she did.
She put a check in it.
Okay. She placed an order with me and sent me a check. And I do that. If, I do take other forms of payment and I do put orders in, but this is really cool. No one has ever sent me something that actually was designed to put their check in. Oh, how fun, Mary. What a cool idea that is. And you can see how it was just a long paper. This is over. And then she's trifolded and done that. And then I have a card. This is from Barb Patch, who we met for the 2nd time in Tucson, which is really fun. And
Love
look,
it.
and I said, this is really an Arizona card. I thought, how
It
perfect is that?
is.
Hope your day is on point. And it's an easel card like that. Is that cool? And then a second person that we met there, Becky Evans. It was so fun. We met both of them. And hers got a little twisted, but they're still good. So I thought, how cute is this calendar? She makes these for a realtor. And I thought, is that a great idea? And each year she just changes what the theme is. So it's different. So it's a little, and what a personal gift. So, it's just kind of fun to think about. You're going to move it to March. But I thought, isn't that cool? And then it stands. She also sent us this. Oh, it was tied. And I told Tim he couldn't eat them until I showed it first because we had to have how cute is this?
Seriously, I was looking at those today. I thought they belonged to our grandkids.
Oh.
And I didn't eat any because I thought they belonged to the grandkids.
Oh, so the grandkids have a box of treats and they get one treat after school. So they've taught Grandpa about that. So he loves to get in there and get a treat too.
But
and then no more treats. So it's just kind of fun.
Nolan gave me one little thing of candy. He says, they don't sell this in Minnesota.
So, yeah, so he picked it for Grandpa. He says, you got to have this one because they don't sell it in Minnesota. So I just love it. Okay, we are ready. All right. Helen said she loves it. Her daughter calls her a YouTube star when I show her cards. That's so wonderful. So
we're gonna go to your face.
No, I'm good. We're gonna do our challenge. This is our challenge for this week. It is
tic-tac-toe.
Tic-tac-toe. Can you imagine how this is played, Tim?
No.
So I'm going to put this up as soon as we're done. I'm going to show a couple cards. So for your challenge this week, it's just like tic-tac-toe. You can pick any one of these, but you must make a card that shows, like if you pick this line, you have to use all three of these things. Okay, so I'm going to see if Tim can figure it out. I'm going to show a couple of cards to give an example. So here is a card that we've done before. And we open it like this. It's a trifold card. So not fun. Okay. So what things do you see on here? I feel like I've got a kindergartner here. Can you handle this?
Yes.
Okay. Because we're gonna look and see if Tim can find the answers. Ribbon.
Yes.
What else?
Pattern paper.
Ooh.
And a fun fold.
Okay. Do you see how this could go right there? How cool is that?
Yes.
Now we also have a flower, but we don't have a punch. So you see how you can see different things?
I really read it at a very basic level. I looked at it and I said, that's a Diet Coke.
Oh. Yeah, he comes up with some good ones when he thinks something says something. Okay, so then we have this one. Let's think of what this could be. If you look at this, what could this card be?
Okay, that is one of those.
I think this is going to be really fun because we're going to see a whole lot of variety this week. And then you are just going to...
Flower.
Okay, we have flower. What can the flower go with? That do you see on here?
I don't know.
Pattern paper right there.
Oh. Okay.
And this actually is a punch.
Okay.
It's also a fun fold, but it's not a die cut.
Oh, I thought maybe it was.
There's a ribbon, but there's no embossing folder. But isn't this cool how you can just pick these different things? And we have one more. So this is, I just grabbed 3 cards that I just made sure they kind of fit. Now we have this one. What could this one be? Pattern paper.
So we can go anyway, any direction.
Okay, and what would this be?
This would be
This is actually a punch. Since you might not know between a die cut and a punch, this would be a punch.
Okay. And a flower.
And a flower. Okay, so I'm going to put it back on our faces, but I think this will be fun because you're going to put in the back porch stamper a card, and you're just going to list the 3 things so we can see where it was on the card. And I think that's going to be really fun. So that, and I'm getting the week off. How cool is that? No, I don't know if it's off because we're babysitting. I wouldn't say it's off, but we're doing other things. But how fun. I'm excited to see what you guys do. So come on over to the back porch stampers and show us what you make. Let me know if you need anything else. Remember, we have the stamp set going on and the watercolor class coming up. And let me know if you have any questions. So I am... let me say one other thing. I'd also put up a repeat post from last year. I didn't want to talk about this in a minute. 40 cards for Lent. I was looking through some things that we had done, and we did this last year because we were doing podcasts and we just haven't had time to keep that up. We really enjoyed it. But I love the idea of, a lot of times we think of giving up something for 40 days of Lent. And this is the idea of doing something for someone, which is another way of looking at it. You can do both. But the idea, if you send 40 cards in Lent, they can all be on the same day. So it isn't like you have to do it every single day. But it kind of gets you beyond the people you always think of sending cards to. Like maybe you send Easter cards to 3 people, but you have to think of 40. And it can be for any occasion. Somebody said, what do you need to put in this? Do you tell them it's part of a challenge? You can do whatever you want. I liked the idea of focusing on caregivers because they're often so unseen, but it could be any way. You could look through your neighborhood directory, your church directory, send some random cards. So so a lot of you have taken on that challenge, and I'm trying to count how many are doing it so we can see how many cards go out. And a bunch of you are doing that. That is wonderful.
I need clarification. It can be for any occasion.
Yeah.
No, Karen, it's for Lent.
It's during Lent, but it doesn't have to be for Lent.
Oh, okay.
You have to send a Lent card. If you want to do it that way, I'd like to have you make 40 Lent cards.
Right.
But I love the idea of thinking of 40 because I think it helps you think in categories, I guess, kind of beyond that. So either you'll pull out the church directory or think of people you've known from the past, or think of older people in your neighborhood, people that don't get out as much. I just think sometimes it's just fun to take on a challenge and to just list those names, if nothing else. And like we said in the podcast, you could choose to make 40 phone calls or do something different too. It's just that idea of letting people know you're thinking of them. And you know what? When you sit down and make 40 names, you are thinking of them. I think names come up and you start thinking about people that haven't been on your mind. And I think that's also a gift. You can think of them, pray for them, let them know you're thinking of them. So it's just good for all of us. Thanks, you guys. Oh, I'm so glad some of you are doing this. That is so good.
And I think our daughter has inspired us to paint the fireplace that color. So the next time you see our background.
Well, yeah. Well, I think we just could find a spare wall in our house, but I think we'd have to move to do that. Okay. Bye, guys. Thanks for spending this time with us.
Goodbye.